Morning, another day, another Allegro video. Limited to what I can do today space wise, because obviously the car is stuck in the garage and I can't move it outside. So I'm just going to try and tidy up a few bits, finish off painting them wheels. This is probably the last video this week if everything goes to plan. I should have a delivery of sand tomorrow. I've got to lay a new base for a new shed and move some paving stones, etc, etc. So should be hopefully in the garden all for the rest of the week, and then not back on the Allegro till maybe the weekend. But we'll see. If the sand comes late, then that ain't going to happen. So yeah, I'll update you during the day on what I'm actually doing. So they've dried okay overnight. They're not perfect, but they'll be okay. Just get some more layers on it today and see how we go. That is the wheels with about 6 coats on now. That's good enough for me. As I've said before, the trims will hide a lot of the silver anyway. I've done the back side but only put a couple of coats on that. So something I just noticed that I don't know how I missed before when I was doing the electrical stuff, I saw a wire poking up which I've traced to this interior boot light. Now I can't see a pin switch to see how it activates. Maybe it comes on with the side lights and the bulb's gone, I don't know, but I'm gonna check what this wire does. But also while I'm up here, I was wondering how the vents drained from the side of the car. And if you can see up there, it's obviously rusty, but there's a let me turn the camera around. Right, you can see that rubber grommet there, and there's a square hole next to it. That hole just looks too uniform to be a rust hole. I've no idea. I'm just wondering if some sort of pipe fits in that grommet. And then I notice there is then a hole in the side of the boot there. Does a pipe supposedly come out of there and drain something? Does anybody know? And then you can see from this side, this is the boot hole there, and also the rubber grommet that side, but the hole next to it isn't a uniform square one. That does look like a rust hole. So anybody got any ideas? I'm going to put some rust killer on it for now. Quite baffling. The live feed from the car, now I've connected the battery up, is live all the time. I've got 12.5 volts there. So obviously the light works, by the way. I just tested that on a battery. So obviously this is the earth and it breaks somehow. Now usually there'd be a pin switch, but I see nothing evidence wise of a pin switch that would operate on the boot. I'm going to have an investigation solved. It is supposed to be earthed on a pin switch. On some Danish models apparently there is a bracket that sits there and then earths out like a normal pin switch. So either the bracket has been removed or it never had one and it's just got the wiring in situ. These pictures just show various pin switches that are fitted to different styles of Allegro. Clearly this is what's missing from mine, but it looks like they've never been fitted. So while we're in the boot, fighting around with that light, I'm going to try them flap discs out and see if I can clean this shitty welding up. Right, I have to keep picking a time to film stuff because the guy next door is obviously sanding his decking down or something, and it must be as annoying as it is with me with a grinder. It's cleaned up quite well. The thing is, it actually eats through the discs. That's the problem. I've used 3 flap discs, so it's never going to look smooth and perfect. But I think once that's all painted over, and got the carpet in, I don't really care, to be fair. I'll finish off patching that side once I can get it up in the air a bit more. I've got obviously issues with moving it out because of the no wheels on at the minute. So here's the look at the sandglow paint I bought. About to see what it looks like on the valance. Hopefully it's not too bad. Let's see. So that's the valance done with the sandglow paint. It's just paint brushed on, and then hopefully once it's set I should be able to flat that with really fine wet and dry, see what sort of a finish we've got on it. As I say, it's never going to be perfect, but certainly looks better than it did, and I think the bumper line will hide a lot of the join. I just hope the match is okay. Obviously we're under false light at the minute, so it could look worse than that in the daylight, but looks alright from here. And this is the wing section at the top. It's got to have another coat when it's gone off. A bit more important that I do that properly because it's higher up. So that is the bottom of the driver's side wing. Now it's painted and dried. As I said, just got to see what it looks like outside in the daylight. And that is the bottom of the wing where we filled just down there. That'll be covered by the plastic sill cover anyway. This is the passenger side wing. When I pulled the masking tape off there, I've pulled a bit of the paint off, so I'll have to flat that and just put a bit more on. Yeah. That's it for today again. Same as always, I don't know if I've got enough footage for a video tonight, but I'll try my best. And possibly, depending on what time my sand comes tomorrow, I might be able to do a bit in the morning. We'll see. Catch you later.